Hi, moms. Hello, hello. I hope the mic is working, everything is working. I hope everything is working. Hi, moms. Welcome to our weekly Sunday live. Thank you for the hearts. Oh la la. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we have a ritual here on my page where I do come live every Sunday as much as I can, but I would say I come live most Sundays. So it's it's something I really do enjoy doing, talking to moms, especially single moms, because they are dear to my heart, probably because I am one. So we come live Sunday when we are done with everything we're supposed to do. Thank you so much. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. So today I want to talk about something very specific as we are approaching the end of the year. It's very tempting to want to set up goals and everything, which is totally fine. But from experience, I've learned that many single moms are rebuilding their lives, especially their finances. Why do I say that? Because I am online with them, they are on my DM, and so I can tell that the number one enemy of the single mom is finance. One of the enemies is not just that, but is a very strong one, finances. So I want to dive into how I was able to go ahead and dig myself out of that shaky financial situation, and I want to use my experience to encourage another mom as we go through as we enter a new year. So the title of the live is Rebuilding Your Life After a Financial Setback. And as something we do every day is we get our beverage, whatever you want to drink tonight. If it's a glass of wine, you're welcome. If it's a glass of juice like mine, I have pineapple here. Or if it's tea or coffee, or you're just relaxing with water, you're welcome. So without wasting you mom's time, because I have only 30 minutes here with you ladies, without wasting your time, I want to talk about the products that I have. And the reason I talk about it is this. If you're a single mom feeling like life took a turn you didn't plan, for everything I share today, everything that I share today is rooted on the tools that I've used to dig myself out of it. And the number one tool I want to present to you is my single mom reset kit. Why is it important? Mama, you need a system that fits your life. You need a system that simplifies your decision making, your daily decision making. And my tools were created by myself, and I've used them, and it works. It has 4 pillars. You have the household pillar with everything that you need. You have the grocery pillars with, I help you also with a 1 month meal planning that you can repeat easily and that are very healthy. And in those grocery, you also have like a 14-day clean your pantry challenge, because I believe single moms need to look fit. They need to look beautiful inside out. And it also comes from what food we eat. The number one, so you have household with everything inside, with planning everything home related, maintenance, due dates, kids chores, your own chores, what to do every 30 days in a house, and what to fix and what to check, filters, everything is there just for you to, so it can get out of your mind into the paper, and then you have reminders, and then life just goes on like that. The second one, as I said, is a grocery place, because I do believe there is a lot of money we can save into grocery. And I'm also going to add ChatGPT prompts to help you save money. It has helped me save money, at least $200, and I'm going to share that with you. But I've not added it yet. Once I add it, I'm going to increase the price, ladies. I'm going to increase the price. And number 3 is emergency planning. Emergency planning in the sense that you have to have a place where you document all your beneficiaries, all your bank account numbers, all your codes, your bank codes and passwords, and power of attorney and will and life insurance, all your retirement documents. It needs to be in one place, locked in a safe, in a place where even if there's fire, it won't burn, alongside all your documentation. Maybe if you have a diploma or a degree or whatever important documentation, or your mortgage documentation, they should be locked in one place alongside those documents, so you have it in there. And the last pillar is the kids pillar. They have their chores, they have everything. It's very detailed. You see, it's a 100 and plus page, but it doesn't mean you have to go through the 100 pages. You take one pillar and work on it. When you have time, you take the other one and work on it. That's how I did. So this is the number 1 thing I want to tell you about. The second one is Date Yourself Guidebook. This is a comprehensive book to help you get out of your own way and start dating. Why do I say that? Because single moms live very lonely lives most times, and waiting on people to invite you can just not happen. And it depends also on the friend dynamic that you have. If you have friends that are married, it can be very challenging to get invited, because most times they walk with their husbands and other women that are married that have husbands. And it's not to say it's bad, it's just how life is. You know what I mean? It's just how life is. And also you have on the other side maybe other single mothers that are not as energetic, optimistic as you. So it's hard for you to blend with them and all of that, you know, so different things like that. So that's why I'm a big advocate of date yourself first. It builds that confidence. You feel good. I'm telling you, you will feel good about your life. And I'm telling you, it's an experience. I'm free today from waiting on invitations. Whenever I want to go out, I go out. And I am an introvert, so I just go out. I like it. I just go out. Okay, so it's part of my self-care routine now. So, and the last one, not the last one, I offer one-on-one sessions where we dig deep into your life in order to create a roadmap that will help you step by step to come out of the overwhelm. Its financial overwhelm also has an effect on all of the other areas of your life, because I've been there, so I know what I'm talking about. So I have that session where we get clear as to what really next step you need to take. And let me tell you, it works. It's just that I cannot come up here and, you know, disclose what I work with my clients, because it's not something I want to do. Okay. And then the last part is my 100 days goal crush for single moms. This is a wonderful time to buy the book, because in 90 days, what you create momentum, you create consistency, you create, you know, the energy that you need to go and reach your goal. And goal is not just maybe, it can be anything. It can be losing weight. You need this book. It's a workbook. It's not something you read. It's something you work alongside with. You take it every day for 100 days. I'm sorry. It's a 100-day book, okay? So the book is on Amazon, and it's based off of my experience when I came here. I have a degree in respiratory therapy, a bachelor degree. I've achieved a lot. I have a certification. I have a business that I do. So it's something that I've learned and I've put in a workbook for you ladies. So let's go quickly to, sorry, it was kind of long, but let's dive into the topic. All right. So, when you're rebuilding your life financially, you need to be organized. And when I say organized, I'm not talking about just jumping into, you know, what to do and all the things like that, because when you have had a financial setback, it is very difficult if you don't take the proper steps to come out of it. Most times I see single moms that have been through financial setback, completely crushed and stay there for a long time. And I don't want that to be you. So the first thing will be release the past without self-blaming. I have learned we can be very harsh on ourselves, and I think it's because the society will judge you a lot. Just craziness going on. People talk crazy. They don't even know your story, but they just talk nonsense. And what it does is it makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm such a bad person. I chose wrongly. I did this that was wrong. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. Self-blaming will not lead to anywhere. Everybody makes mistakes. Yours might be obvious. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It simply means that you learn from your lesson. Thank God you're alive to learn from your lessons. And life is not over for you. You can always restart your life. If you go online now, you see plenty of women that restarted their lives and they are thriving. Why not you? You can do it. So the first thing will be release the past without self-blaming. Instead, you haven't failed. We don't heal by shaming ourselves. We don't heal by saying, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, why didn't I do this, why didn't I do that? You don't heal by doing that. You heal by looking at yourself and say, okay, I've done this, it was wrong, I'm going to forgive myself. It takes time to forgive yourself, but at the end, when you are diligent enough, you have your routine, you pray, you meditate, you journal, you go out alone, you think about what happened to you, you draw the lessons. That is how you release the past. You have to release the past in order to see clearly. If you are resenting people, if you are bitter, it will be very, very hard for you to release your past, and it's more likely you will stay in the same place where you are right now. Why? Because resentment, bitterness, anger clouds your view. You can't see well, you can't think well because you are being consumed by the situation you're in. So the next point will be, when you have released your past and you have forgiven yourself, the next point will be get honest about where you are and where you want to go. You know, so when we get honest, what do? We look at everything in our lives. You look at your bank account numbers, you look at the, your debts, if you have some, and then you look at your budget, the real numbers. From experience, what happened to me was I was still overspending because I felt bad to reduce my, I felt like a failure to reduce my budget. You know what I mean? I wanted to keep my budget in a certain amount. I didn't want to reduce it. And that made me overspend. And I was all constantly feeling like, why should I reduce this? Why should I reduce that? Even though I didn't have quite enough money to handle those things, I kept saying to myself, my kids deserve this, I deserve this. It's not because I am in this situation that I should stop this. This is not reality. When you are faced with reality, when you're faced with financial setback, you need to look at your numbers and draw clarity from it. Write down the real numbers. Write down what you need to cut off. Write down your debts if you have debts. Total all of it. My household, to run my house, it costs me this amount of money. My debt are this amount of money. And my bank account is this. Look at the numbers without panicking. It gives you the clarity you need to move to the next level of your life, because you have the numbers, you know what you know how to handle your income, and you take the hard decisions or sacrificial decisions to walk around what needs to be removed, and stabilize what needs to be stabilized. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like, you understand what I mean by that. You understand fully because you run your house by yourself, so you understand fully. And then the point number three is rebuild structure before dreaming again. Um, when you are outside, when you go out, no, not when you go out, when you're online, you'll see a lot of women. Oh, dream big, dream big, dream big. That is good, okay? It's good to dream big. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with dreaming big. But the truth is, you cannot dream big if you don't have structure for your life. I will explain this. How can you dream big if you don't know how much you owe? If you don't know when bills are getting paid? If you don't know anything about your bills, anything about how your life works, or how much debt you are in, how will you dream big? I believe in setting structures, and structure is like, how will you dream big if you don't have you haven't planned grocery shopping, you don't know what to eat, what meal is coming tomorrow. You are in constant chaos. You live by the day. You can't even sleep. You have so much things going on. You feel lonely. You feel bad. You avoid your finances. You avoid to look at your checking account. You avoid to look at your credit card statement. You avoid a balance. You avoid everything. How will you dream big? I am a big believer of dreaming big when structure are in place, which means when you have mastered simple routine, like writing down every day what you're going to do the next day, having your grocery plan for the next week or the next 2 weeks or even the next 3 days, having an inventory of everything you need to do all the time, having a weekly plan, having a daily plan, very easy to achieve. It takes practice, but it's very easy to achieve. Having your finances organized in one place, having some bills automated, having all the balances, you know how much is in your checking account, having a checking account that where all the bills are paid, having another checking account where you receive all your income, having systems in place to pay your bills, be it snowball method or avalanche method, having plans to start investing while XYZ gets paid. Maybe let's say why this $5,000 credit card gets paid or this $10,000 credit card paid, then I'm going to do this. Having a 3 months plan as to where you want to go, how you want to your life to look like. These are the things you need to set in place. These are the structures you need to set in place to help you manage your life, because you have children to take care of. They come with their own, you know that as a mom, as a single mom, as a parent in general, you are the stress reliever for your children. Okay, when your children are at home or when they come back from school, you are the stress reliever. They come with their problems, and when they come to you, it's because they're expecting help from you. They're expecting you to tell them what to do. They are looking for relief when they come to you. And most times moms are unmotivated, overwhelmed, and that's why many people say single moms are angry. They are not angry because that's how they are. It's because they don't have a break from everything they have to do, plus the kids, plus. It takes a loving mom to sit with her children. And most of you are doing a wonderful job. In fact, all of you are doing a wonderful job. And so I want moms to lower the decision fatigue by having structures in place, and so that when kids are coming home, they are coming home to a calm mom, a stable mom, an emotionally available mom, a beautiful, loving mom. And that comes with systems in place, financial systems in place, like having a set up your checking accounts, different checking accounts for different things, going having your house organized, pantries, everything organized in one place, knowing what to cook in the next 4, 5, or 10 days, knowing your numbers, which is how much is do I need to run my house? Do I have it in a checking account, or do I have to build that up? Having an emergency fund, even if it's 300, everybody starts there. We start small. Everybody start there. Having everything in place so that you don't get to scramble. Even if you are on a red, you don't get to think all the time. Everything is organized. All you need now is make sure you come up with your with income. And when I say that, I'm saying it very gently, because I know we are living in very shaky times where career is not guaranteed, people are being laid off, and it's just very, very overwhelming. But it can be done, and it's going to be one step at a time. It's going to require a lot of sacrifice, and it's going to require direction from someone who has been there, done that. So the next one will be reclaim yourself before rebuilding everything. You know, a lot of single moms lose themselves because they are in survival mode. They lack confidence. They are always, running life. You were not supposed to raise kids by yourself, but there you are. And it can be very crushing and intimidating and also overwhelming. So I am a big believer, again, of setting time aside for yourself, even if it's 15 minutes where you are in the bathroom, you are just by yourself, you've put all your scented smell, all your bath soaps and all of those things, and you are just relaxing by yourself. This is one thing. You have to reclaim yourself. You have to discover the woman you are beyond your responsibilities. That's why I encourage moms to date themselves, to go out by themselves, to dress up, smell good, put that makeup, sit down, have a meal, write down with your journal or have a book and relax. I'm telling you, it makes you feel so good. You can even go to the coffee shop. You go to the coffee shop, you sit by yourself, and you realize you're not the only one sitting by yourself. There's so many people sitting by themselves with their computers. I encourage moms to go out. Start pouring into yourself. It doesn't have to be crazy. It can be a spa night in your house where you have all your scented candles and everything, and you take a bath. It could be going on a coffee place alone at 8 a.m. where you've dropped the kids to school. You go there with your journal, with your book. You put a light makeup. You have fresh clothes. You sit there. You reflect. You go to a nice neighborhood. I like going to luxurious neighborhoods when I do that, and sit there and I just feel good for myself. And when I see people, I say to myself, they don't have 3 heads. I can be like them. So that's what I always tell moms, because before rebuilding your finances, you have to come back to yourself. You have to reclaim yourself. And I'm a big believer for that too. As we are moving along, I have one last point that I want to talk about, and it's move forward gently and consistently. Rebuilding your life requires a lot of consistency. It requires a lot of courage. it requires you to fight for your life and that of your children. Fight for your life and that of your children. Do not give up, because it's not easy. It's easy to give up and wallow in regret than to fight for your life. That's why I'm here to say big changes come from small daily decisions. It's not just about you. It's not just about you listening to what needs to be said, reading what needs to be said, and never applying. I know that listening, reading, everything you need to do as a single mom does not equal to applying them. And it's only when you start applying them that you start seeing the results. And why is it that most single moms don't apply? Because they feel overwhelmed. By the time they have read so many things, they are just like, oh my gosh, this is just too much. Where do I even start? And there is this, there is that. Start with what feels good to you. If you are afraid, let's say you have financial setback, you're afraid of the numbers you see, start with what feels doable for you. What feels doable for me? Go to a coffee place, sit down and reflect on my life. I can do that for 1 month until I feel strong in my spirit to check the numbers. Do what feels good for you. And if you are stuck, you don't even know, because sometimes you're just so overwhelmed that you don't even know where to start. You don't even know how you can come out of the mental stress that you live and having to look at your life and say, what is this thing happening to me? Then you need to get a mentor. You need to get someone that has been there, done that. And I can help you with that, because I have been there. I came to America with $87. I know what I'm talking about. I am not reading a book and saying, yes, single mom should do this. I lived it. I've lived it. So I know what I'm talking about. So big changes come from small daily decisions. Consistency beats intensity. If you give yourself 15 minutes every day to work on your life, on your finances, by 1 month you will have advanced greatly. So we don't need to jump into something and say we're going to fix everything within a week and then we get overwhelmed and leave it. That's not going to work. And progress counts even when life is messy. So constantly evaluate your life. Constantly sit and evaluate your life. Look at your life and ask yourself, where did I progress? Where's the progress that I gained? If you can't trace any progress anywhere, I don't want any mom to start the new year the same way every time. Time is passing, and every time we are in the same spot, every time we are complaining. Evan, hello. I'm almost at the end. Every time we are complaining. How will you come out of this whole thing, this whole chaos? You need to do something. And you can do something. Many moms have done it. You are not an exception. I'm here to tell you, you are not an exception. I've seen single moms with 7 kids live a beautiful life. But was it easy at the beginning? No. So you can do it. You can do it. Okay? So I am done. So I'm just gonna close my life and say that to a mom today. If today helps you breathe a little easier, that means you're ready for the next step. If today helps you breathe a little easier, it means you are ready for the next step. And I want you to hold my hand virtually. And as we get to the next year, I want you to promise yourself that as we sit back here again by December 2026, you will have something going on for your life. This was Eve, just one mom to move from overwhelmed to peace. And this was our last Sunday live. And I'll catch you on my page. Bye for now. All right, thank you. Good night. You remind me of Ezra a bit. Oh, thank you. All right, good night. Bye bye.